direct variation. Direct variation. Remember, when we have two numbers for direct variation, it's going to be y over x. And when we have three numbers, it's going to be y over x equals y over x. That's terrible. X, and then menu 3, 1, and then comma whatever letter you're looking for. And remember, the letter in front is always divided by the letter on the back. The letter in front always divided by the letter in the back. So let's get started. So the first one, the value of y varies directly with x. If x equals 3, then y equals 21. What is the value of x when y equals 105? We have y varies directly with x, so we know that y is divided by x. We have if x equals 3, then y equals 21. Those two go together. So let's make our first fraction. We know it's 1, 2, 3 numbers. So we have y over x equals y over x. Then we have these two numbers go in one whole fraction together. So we have y equals 21, so 21 on top, divided by 3 equals, then our last number is y equals 105, which means it's y, so it goes on top, 105, and we throw the x on the bottom. Then we're going to do menu 3, 1, we're do comma x. Okay, so let's go to our calculator. We're going to go to calculate menu 3, 1, and we have control divide 21 over 3 equals control divide again 105 divided by x, comma, don't forget the comma x, enter, and that gives us 15. So my x equals 15, and you're looking for 15 in your answer choices. All right, next one. So it says, in an electrical circuit, the voltage across a resistor is directly proportional to the current running through the resistor. If a current of 12 amps produces 480 volts across a resistor, how many volts would a current of 1.5 amps produce across an identical resistor? So what we need to do is we need to look for varies directly, which is directly proportional right here, and it has voltage over current, voltage over current. So we're going to say voltage over current. And remember, we have 1, 2, 3 numbers, so it's going to equal voltage over current. So if I'm looking at my first two numbers, it says if a current of 12 amps produces 480 volts, so we have 480 divided by 12 equals, so we already used this number, then we have how many volts would a current is 1.5, so where it says current, we're going to put 1.5, and then on top we can put V, Y, it doesn't matter what letter, it's going to give you the same answer, so we're just going to use V. Then we're going to do menu 3, 1. So in your calculator, menu 3, 1, control divide 480 divided by 12 equals control divide V divided by 1.5, comma V, enter, and that gives us 60. So in our box, we're going to put 60. That's it. Next example. It says the value of y varies directly with x, and y equals negative 1 over 3 when x equals 6. Which direct variation equation represents the relationship? So in this situation, I only have two numbers. And I see varies directly. My letter in front is y, my letter in back is x. So I'm going to do y divided by x. So y divided by x, we have y equals negative 1 over 3. So instead of this, I'm going to put negative 1 over 3. Then, instead of my x, I'm going to put 6. 6. Remember, this is the big fraction part. So when we put in the calculator, it might be easier to put in Desmos. So put your division, put -1 divided by -1 divided by 3 on top, and then on the bottom put 6. And it gives us this long number. We want to turn it into a fraction because it's a negative. So if we look at the negatives, we have this is negative, this is negative, this is positive, positive. Get rid of these two answers. If you want to turn it into a fraction, just click this little box right here, and it gives us -1/18 equals -1/18, which is B. All right, that is it. Oh, remember, this little button changes it. Best thing ever.